Hello my friends, welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis, thank you for checking out this video. If this is your first time here on this channel, welcome in. We cover WWE content on this channel. We cover Raw, SmackDown. I gotta get better at covering NXT. That's in the future plans, trust me, because NXT has been on fire lately. But we always talk about the PLEs, and that's what this video will be today. We are talking about Crown Jewel coming up this weekend. We do predictions on this video, on this channel. We do reviews on this channel. We also do email videos, which is one of my favorite things about this channel. You send in your emails, I make videos, and I read them here. So, if you enjoy WWE content, subscribe to this channel, like this video. Let's get into Crown Jewel. All right, my friends, I love these types of videos. I love email videos, and I love prediction videos. So, we're going to get into what I think will happen at Crown Jewel. I'm okay at these. Sometimes I'm right on the money. And then there's other times where I'm just completely not even close. So we're going to see what happens. Either way, it's still fun to kind of predict and hear your thoughts and opinions on what you think is going to happen. So please feel free. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think will happen at Crown Jewel. If you disagree with me on things, if you agree with me on things, it's all gravy. We all enjoy it here on this channel. We all give each other his opinions and we all respect it and we're all cool. I love it. This is the best channel. This is the best channel for wrestling fans. It's just point blank. Honestly, we have the greatest people here. I truly do appreciate all of you. So let's get into Crown Jewel. There's more than 5 matches at Crown Jewel, which I'm not surprised because it's happened in Saudi Arabia and they like to go above and beyond over there. I am a little shocked with a couple of matches, so let's get into it. First match I want to go over is the Triple Threat United States Championship match, Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight. I fully expect LA Knight to win this match. I will be very shocked if LA Knight loses his championship here because it's so early on in his title reign. The only way I could see it happening is if he doesn't get pinned and something happens between Andrade and Hayes. But no, I think LA Knight wins this. And when LA Knight wins this, I hope that he can move on to a bigger rivalry, a more serious, intense rivalry. I don't know with who. But honestly, what it comes down to, I think these three are going to be locked in on this feud for a while. I think it's going to be Carmelo versus LA Knight, and then it's going to be Andrade versus LA Knight, and then it's just going to be a cycle between the three. But as far as Crown Jewel, I think LA Knight gets this one. And I don't know the order of any of these matches. I'm just kind of going off of what I think here. Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Now, if you've paid attention on Monday Night Raw, the way this feud has been built up, these guys have been tearing each other apart all backstage, going everywhere, parking lots, jumping off trailers. I mean, all this kind of stuff. So this is one of the things I found really weird. I checked this a couple of times. Now, they might change something last second here, but as of right now, this is just a singles match, one-on-one, regular match between Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins. And I'm thinking, with the amount of intensity and in hardcore aggression these two have been going at each other, wouldn't it have made more sense to have them face off in a no DQ or tables match or some kind of hardcore weapons type match or something? But no, I mean, this is straight up just a one-on-one singles match, and I was very shocked. I didn't think that was going to be the case at all. But I am picking, I'm going to pick, I want to say Seth Rollins, but I don't know. Bronson Reed really could use this win, and it would be huge to beat Seth. No, you know what? I'm going to go Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins gets this one. I think this is going to be a feud that they stretch out. So I think Rollins gets this one, and I think the feud continues where Bronson probably gets the next win, maybe at Survivor Series or something. But yeah, I'm going to go Rollins on this one for now. We got to talk about Nia versus Liv. This is a very interesting matchup here because these are two heels going at it. You have the dynamic of Tiffany Stratton with the briefcase. I think a lot of people are expecting her to cash in. I don't think she's going to cash in at Crown Jewel. I think, if anything, she might cash in at Survivor Series, especially if there's going to be a War Games women's match that they're a part of. I don't know if that's the case yet, but I would assume there's going to be a women's War Games because there's usually a women's and a men's. And if there is a women's War Games match, I feel like Nia is going to be in it. And also Tiffany's going to be in there. And I think that would be a perfect time for her to cash in. Sort of like what people thought Damian Priest would do last year in the War Games match before Randy came out and spoiled it. I think we're going to get the same thing here with Tiffany, but I think it's going to actually happen at Survivor Series. As far as Liv versus Nia, I don't know how we do it. I don't know if we get a double DQ. I don't know if maybe Raquel helps Liv Morgan win, but then you could also have Tiffany help Nia win. I'm very on the fence about this one. I think because it would do more. I'm gonna pick. Oh man, this was hard. I should have saved this one. I really don't know. It could go either way here. It can go Liv, or it can go Nia. I don't know. Who does it benefit more right now? I'm gonna say Liv Morgan wins, and I think it's gonna be because of maybe a mistake or a mishap on Tiffany Stratton, and it's gonna make Nia angry at her, and it's gonna make the fans sympathize more with Tiffany when Nia is very angry at her. I'll go Liv Morgan. I don't know how. Maybe Raquel helps. Maybe Dom helps. Let's go Liv Morgan on that one. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Now, this is going to be a great match. And like the Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, there's a lot of intensity behind this one. And the way Triple H has built it up, it's like, he told Randy to protect yourself from going forward. And he saw a look in Kevin Owens' eyes. I want to see a different Kevin Owens in this match. I want to see a ruthless, brutal Kevin Owens. I am picking Kevin Owens to win this match. I think for Triple H to say those things about Kevin Owens leading up to this match, and for Kevin Owens to show up and just lose to Randy, I don't think it's a good look. I don't think that should happen. I think Kevin Owens should beat Randy Orton, so that way Kevin Owens can move on to Cody Rhodes, and everybody can take Kevin Owens seriously when he goes against Cody Rhodes, because Kevin Owens just beat the Viper Randy Orton. So I think Kevin walks away with this win here at Crown Jewel, and I don't know what happens after that. If he goes after Cody Rhodes, I don't think Randy Orton just disappears unless Kevin Owens does something to take Randy Orton out of the picture for the time being. Maybe he does the power bomb on the apron, and that creates this thing of Randy Orton being injured and has to be out of action. Maybe Owens does something like that, puts him through a table, and Orton's got to be carried out or something like that. I think something like that will happen, so I'm going to go Kevin Owens on this one, and I'm going to predict that he injures Randy Orton enough to where Orton misses a month or two, so he can miss Survivor Series. And if I'm wrong on that, it's fine. I just think realistically it makes more sense for Kevin Owens to win, and by doing that, also injuring Randy Orton so that everybody can look at Kevin Owens like, damn, this guy could actually beat Cody Rhodes. So I'm going to go Kevin Owens on this one. We got the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team match. Again, another match that I think is just a regular match. There's no ladders. There's nothing to this. So it's Bianca and Jade versus Damage Control, which consists of Kairi Sane and Io Sky versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, and Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend of Meta 4 from NXT. This is going to be a good match. I think this is a sleeper match. I think a lot of people are kind of looking past it. I think these women are going to deliver here. I think this might be one of the matches of the night. All four great teams. All four. The chemistry is unreal between all four. So, yes, I am going to stick with... I'm going to say Jade and Bianca win this still. I see Jade and Bianca holding on to these titles. They're a dominant tag team, dominant force. The only way I see them losing is if another tag team pins another tag team where Bianca and Jade are not involved in the pinfall. But that's kind of how they lost their championships the first time. They didn't really get pinned. They lost it to someone else who was part of a triple threat or whatever it was. I forget. But I don't think it's going to happen again. I think Jade and Bianca win. I think their heel turn is coming. I really do think a heel turn is coming because they've been showing shades of it lately. I think Jade and Bianca win, and then eventually they'll go 2-on-2 versus maybe Damage Control by themselves, or Jakara and Lash Legend are a very upcoming, promising tag team. I'm going to go Jade and Bianca on this, but I think it's going to be more than what we think is going to happen. I think something's going to happen where there's going to be a turn soon, or it's going to plant seeds for something coming up. I just think, I think we should be eyes peeled on this one. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't know. I got a feeling about this tag team match. Something interesting is going to happen. Now, I don't know what main events Crown Jewel. I'm going to be honest with you. I think, I don't know. It's either the 6-man tag between Roman Usos and the Tongans and Solo Sikoa, or it's Cody and Gunther. Now, I think we're going to get... I think Cody and Gunther should main event. Now, it's for the Crown Jewel Championship. So, I think they should main event. Because it's for the Crown Jewel Championship. I think the lasting image you want is for a brand new championship to be held at the very end with like pyro going off, all that cool stuff. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns and the Usos versus the Tongans and Solo Sikoa coming up next. And for this match, go with me on this one. I'm not picking the Usos and Roman Reigns. This feud needs to last longer. It's going to last longer because if we're going to get to War Games, we need something to last here. I think... You know what? No, I'm actually changing my mind midway. I think Solo and the Tongans should win this match. But because Jacob is not in it, maybe they don't win this match. Maybe it's Roman and the Usos. Because if that happens, then you still got the Bloodline chasing after Roman and the Usos, like they want a rematch. It's, hey, now we're going to have Jacob, so now it's really going to be different. That might be what happens. If I go against the grain here, I'm going to say Solo and the Tongans win because of Jacob Fatu. I think Fatu helps. I think they've been building this case of the Bloodline outnumbering the Usos and Roman over the past few weeks. That I think because they have the extra person in Jacob Fatu, that he'll be the X factor in this. I think he helps Solo win. Plus, Solo and the Tongans, the Bloodline, the new Bloodline, Solo's Bloodline, they need a win like this. They need a win to make them look like they are on the same level as Roman and the Usos. I could see Solo pinning Jimmy Uso in this match. Jay is too hot right now. You can't. Of course, Tribal Chief is not going to get pinned. At least I don't think he would. So I'm going to say Jimmy will take the L in this match. I think Solo gets the pin here, and I think it's because of the help of Jacob Fatu. Something will happen, and then that will prompt maybe Sami Zayn joining them later on. I know they're kind of teasing Sami turning, but I'm not buying into that. Although I would like to see Sami and Kevin Owens be heels at the same time and being justified in their turns, angry with the people that they've helped for so long, rejoin the blood. This all roots back to the Bloodline. It's crazy. And Roman Reigns, it's crazy. So I'm going to say Solo and the Tongans win this one. I know a lot of you are probably going to disagree, but I'm picking Solo and the Tongans to beat Roman and the Usos with the help of Jacob Fatu. All right, I got something I've been thinking about for the main event. Gunther versus Cody. Look, in an age in WWE where you got to pay attention to everything because I feel like they always try to drop these hints. They try to plant seeds. They always try to... They foreshadow a lot now in WWE. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. Now, these are the two top guys in WWE. You could argue that because they're the two top champions, right? Okay. Cody obviously is the poster child, but WWE does love themselves some Gunther. I'll tell you that. So I don't think it's going to be easy for either one of these guys to lose. Here's what I'm thinking. And a lot of you probably will disagree with this as well. That's fine. But my idea, if I want to get creative with it, it's Saudi Arabia. They usually ask for the biggest names possible. They want John Cena all the time. They want Undertaker. They want Brock. They want all the big names in Saudi Arabia. I'm thinking, what if WWE brings a big name in? What if they bring Goldberg in and he costs Gunther the match? That way, Cody can win. It gives Gunther a reason to lose, like an out. It's because he was cost by Goldberg. Goldberg and Gunther had a little beef that they had last show, bad blood. I I don't think they did that without something coming up. I don't think they would have just done that. I think there's a reason, there's a purpose why WWE brought Goldberg back, not only just to have him sit in the crowd, but for him to get in the ring and kind of tease something. And I think that's what this is. I think he's going to show up in Saudi Arabia, and I think he's going to cost Gunther this match. And I think Cody will win the Crown Jewel Championship, and then that'll set up Gunther versus Goldberg. I don't know when, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, something. But I think there's a reason for why WWE did what they did, and I think we're going to find out at Crown Jewel. So I'm picking Cody to win because of the interference of Goldberg. All right, my friends, that is the video. That is the predictions for Crown Jewel. Please drop a comment. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Let me know your thoughts or your opinions on what you think may happen. Please like the video. It really does help the channel a lot. We have gotten over 1,600 subscribers in the past couple of days. That number could change. Sometimes it fluctuates up and down, whatever. But as of right now, we're over 1,600, so I'm very happy, very grateful. I appreciate all of you. If you're new to the channel, I thank you so much for joining and giving this channel a chance. This is going to be a great channel. We just want to get as many wrestling fans on here as possible, so please share the word. Let everybody know about it. If you have wrestling friends that are not subscribed, let them know about it. Please like the video. It does a lot for me and this channel. So until we meet again, my friends, I might come out with a reaction video to SmackDown. I think I might, because I feel like there might be some big things that happen. So if nothing crazy happens, then I might not. I usually don't before the PLE, but if something big happens, I'll cover it. But until then, we will be back with a Crown Jewel reaction video after this, after the PLE this weekend. So have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I will talk to you soon. Until we meet again, my friends, as always, stay bitter.